Hi, this is Jeffrey Kurt Financial Group, and today is Friday, May 23, 2025. First, a couple of items I wanted to point out. We are in the process of putting up a new website. It's not totally complete, but it is up. So if you would like to go visit www.kerrfinancial.com and give us some feedback. We've done some work on it, and I think it looks pretty good. Much faster, more responsive, and again, we're adding content and doing some final editing, but the website's up and would welcome any feedback on that. Number two, Memorial Day's on Monday. It is in honor and remembrance of our fellow Americans who died in the military service defending our country. So please take some time on Monday to remember and honor them. Onto the markets. So today, President Trump, is threatening tariffs on Apple and also the whole European Union, and that forced a lot of selling in the stock market. Interesting, bond yields are down too, and bond yields have been moving up. We've been talking about that, and this might be just a correction in the bond yields, and maybe they continue to move up after this. But I think that the news of tariffs and threats of that stuff is that risk is still out there, and today is the example of that. But also, I think that another thing that I've been talking about is that this market, I believe, still has a lot of risk in it, and I've been reading that there's been a noted lack of liquidity versus what historically is going on in the stock market. And so if if there is a lack of liquidity, if that's true, you could see big drops and even big rallies. And we've had a couple of them recently this week. One was, on that auction that didn't go so well for the Treasury 20-year bond. The S&P 500, lost over 1% in about 30 minutes. And the same thing this morning when the news wires had the Trump tariff announcements out there. The futures sold off a lot in a short amount of time. So again, I'm just pointing out, I think this market has a lot of risk. Hopefully we can kind of stabilize and start a summer rally. But again, there's a lot of moving parts. And I believe that the structure of the market may be compromised a little bit, and so there is this lack of liquidity, which brings in more risk. So beyond that, have a good weekend. Again, Memorial Day on Monday. Remember our fallen, and we'll be back on Tuesday. Thank you. Goodbye.